The Australian Taxation Office says problems with the government's online services portal is not because of an increase in people lodging tax returns. The MyGov website has been down, limiting access to the ATO, as well as other government services like Medicare. It follows widespread issues yesterday for retailers and banks when EFTPOS systems shut down during a Telstra outage. Ming Johanson is a technology expert and joins us now from Perth. Ming Johanson, good to talk to you today. Are we any clearer as to why MyGov has gone down?
No, not at this stage. This is a continual problem. I think the thing that we don't realise or remember that technology is not infallible. It's going to have errors and make mistakes.
So the opposition, the federal opposition, is claiming that it's because too many people are trying to use the MyGov website because they're lodging tax returns, but the ATO has disputed that. Is there any truth to what the opposition is claiming?
Yeah, that seems really unlikely. It's more to do with the fact that there is a fallover with the Telstra services, to our knowledge currently, and I don't think it would be because of the volume of access. It's certainly not another census that we had a couple of years ago. So no, it's more to do with just redundancies, especially with Telstra outages.
So when you say that this could be because of a Telstra outage, the ATO has also said that it's not connected to yesterday's Telstra outage. So these different outages?
Yeah, there's lots of system problems. Look, MyGov has some issues with it, absolutely. To say definitively what it is, it's too soon to tell. But it is also an issue in terms of the rollout of this was problematic. And it's been problematic because there's security issues, there's a lot of issues in terms of how it's structured for usability, so accessibility for people who are not necessarily accessing everything through the internet, so certainly our elderly and people who have accessibility issues like sight and sound.
I wanted to ask you about the ramifications of this, because there are some people who urgently have lodged these tax returns and are waiting for them to be the money to be put into their accounts.
Yeah.
Will this cause significant delay for them?
I think it could potentially, absolutely. There is a lot of challenges when we're rolling out technology systems like this, and I think a lot of people who are making the decisions to make these tools and then make them exclusive, the only way for people to do their tax returns, is very, very foolish.
So what do you think these two outages, today with MyGov and yesterday with the Telstra outage, tell us about the robustness of our online systems in Australia?
I think we have an illusion that everything is going to be reliable, and I think a lot of this technology is going to fail. It's not a matter of if it's going to fail, it's more a matter of when, and then what are our redundancies that are in place when they do. And that's more of the challenge. So there is no real plan for prevention or for planning out when this actually happens, and that's the concern. So I think one of the concerns around this is that there is no redundancy around this.
So do individuals need to think of backup plans, or is it up to business or government, or at all stages do we need to be having a plan B?
I think at all stages across the board, like we all have challenges when social media has a failure and we all kind of lose our minds collectively. So it's, we should have redundancies and backups for all of our technology. We should be able to plan for if there's an outage. Things like insurance for business when there is an outage with technology is increasingly important. We're so reliant on it on our day-to-day and in our businesses. I think this is absolutely something that's very eye-opening for everyone.
And with the MyGov outage, given that it's not back up and running yet, do you anticipate that there will be some sort of review or investigation into what's happened and why it's taken so long for it to come back online?
Absolutely. Like the volume in which this impacts people, I can't see them not doing a review and trying to figure out a better way of handling this. Yeah, certainly when we're dealing with people's details, certainly when we're dealing with their taxes, when we're dealing with people's medical information, across the board, this is really kind of vital that we make sure we've got some stability around that access of information.
Ming Johanson, good to talk to you today.
Thank you.